All right, coming to you from our desk in San Pedro, this is your Voxel Micro Video Labs intelligence briefing. Look, we've spent the last 24 hours digging through the noise to find the signals that matter for South-based CRE. And these are the ones you need to be acting on, like, right now.
Now this right here, this is everything we believe in. It's straight out of our broker's edge playbook. You know, the old way, waiting for news to trickle down, that's dead. The real edge, the thing that sets you apart, is being the first person to figure out what it means and then getting that insight out to your clients before anyone else.
And that's why we're here. We've done the heavy lifting for you. We've gone through all the reporting from the last day. What we've got are the exact narratives you can use to build your authority and start some serious conversations. So let's dive right into the first signal. First up, we're looking at the office sector. Something pretty dramatic just happened down in Manhattan Beach, and believe it or not, it's created this really unique opening for office brokers. So here's a headline. Late Saturday night, a car crash actually caused structural damage to the Deloitte building over on Rosecrans. Yeah, we're not talking about a little fender bender here. This directly impacted a major commercial building. Okay, let's break down what happened. Two cars hit, one of them slams into the building and then catches fire. You can imagine the scene, right? The exterior is charred. But here's the real kicker, the one you need to focus on. LA County has to come in and assess the building's integrity. That single fact just threw a huge wrench of uncertainty into the works for every single tenant in that building, not to mention every other landlord on Rosecrans.
So, this is your opening. This is where you pivot. The story isn't the accident itself. It's about disaster recovery. It's about business continuity. This isn't some hypothetical situation. It's a live fire drill happening right in your market.
So what's your next video about? It's about this. You're talking to tenants about structural contingencies. You're highlighting why property insurance isn't just a line item. You're pointing out, hey, see how vulnerable these street-facing buildings can be? This is how you stop being just a broker and start being an essential advisor. You're the one who sees the risks before they do.
All right, shifting gears. Let's talk industrial and aerospace. Because wow, there is a huge new requirement that just hit the market. And when I say huge, I mean it.
$124 million. That's the number. An advanced manufacturing company called Machina Labs just locked down a massive Series C round. And you gotta understand, this isn't just money sitting in a bank account. They have very specific plans for it. And this is Plan A, 200,000 square feet. They're looking for a home for what they call a robotic intelligent factory. I mean, come on, a tenant with this kind of requirement and this kind of capital, it's a unicorn. And inside that 200,000 square feet, they're going to put 50 specialized robotic cells. Think about that. Their whole game is to build critical parts for aerospace and defense, and to do it in days instead of months. It's a total game changer. And this quote right here, this is why it's so important for you. This isn't some random company looking for space anywhere. They're coming to the heart of it all. I mean, we just saw Robos set up their Aerospace HQ in El Segundo. Machina Labs is the next big wave in that trend, and they've got to land somewhere. So for you, the strategic angle is simple. This is a massive inventory acquisition signal. If you're a broker or a landlord with a big industrial box sitting empty, this is your bat signal. You have a cashed-up, high-tech tenant on the hunt. It's time to make the call. Now, let's add some urgency with the market data. Okay, so vacancies at 5.3%. That looks pretty tight, right? But wait, look at the availability rate. It's up at 8.7%. That's a huge jump from last year. What that tells us is there's space on the market, but it's not empty yet. So the race to land a tenant like Machina Labs is going to be intense. This $200K requirement, it's a golden ticket to eat up some of that available inventory. Okay, for our third signal, let's talk about something everyone in SoCal loves to hate, the 405. We've got a major infrastructure update, and this is going to have a ripple effect on businesses all over the region. So here's the news flash. Caltrans is shutting down lanes on the 405 through the Sepulveda Pass. And let me be clear, this is not a one-and-done thing. This is the start of a long-term project that just kicked off. And just look at the schedule. It's happening about every 2 weeks. This isn't just one bad weekend of traffic. This is a recurring nightmare for logistics. Think about it. The main pipeline between the South Bay, the West Side, and the Valley is going to be squeezed shut on a regular basis, all the way into 2026. Okay, so here's your angle. This is a perfect opportunity to talk about logistics resilience. Because for your clients, this isn't just an annoyance. This is a real cost. Every truck stuck in that traffic is bleeding money on fuel, on overtime for the driver, and on potentially missed deadlines.
So the real question is, how do you prove your value here? How do you show your clients you're more than just the person who found them a building? You're thinking about their actual day-to-day business. It's simple. You offer some free consulting. Shoot a quick video. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just show a map, point to the closures, and say, hey, for the next couple of years, you need to use Sepulveda Boulevard. Or maybe we should talk about shifting your weekend shipping schedules. It's a small thing that provides huge value and makes you look like a genius. All right, let's put it all together. We've got 3 totally different stories from the last day. So how do you weave this into your next market update? Let's synthesize. Here are your talking points, plain and simple. For office, you're talking about risk and the need for disaster planning. For industrial, you've got a hot tip on a 200,000 square foot tenant who's ready to sign. And for logistics, you're helping clients navigate the new reality of the 405. See? Risk, opportunity, and operations. You're covering all the bases.
Look, at the end of the day, these aren't just news stories. They're prompts. They are legitimate reasons to turn on your camera and talk to your market. Anybody can just forward an email with a link. A leader is the one who explains what it means. So you've got the intel. The question is, what's your update going to say?